Hi, it's been a while since we've done this, like quite a few years. You look well, I look better or different or exactly the same depending on how long you've been following this channel. I'm Harper. I spend absurd amounts of money on ridiculous action figures because I think they look cool. Since the last time I did this, I have been trying to just buy characters that are like my top 5 favorite characters. So like Iron Man, Daredevil, Anakin Skywalker, Grand Admiral Thrawn, whose hot toy doesn't come out for like another year or 12 or 15 or however fucking long, and Doctor Strange. I have some other ones sort of sprinkled in there that I think complement my favorite characters, some that represent my favorite movies or my favorite TV shows or other shit that I like. Since I last did this, I have owned a lot of hot toys that I bought on impulse like a year and a half ago and then went, I actually don't really care for that character that much. That was an impulse buy, I'm going to sell that. So I've really collated this this collection into just shit that I like really care about. Anyway, enjoy. Tell me what your favorite hot toy and or collectible in here is. Tell me your favorite hot toy or collectible that you own. Not to completely betray the name of the video as soon as it starts, but these are not hot toys. These are third-party figures from a company called Lim Toys, and it's very clearly Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, third-party figures, if you don't know, but I'm assuming you do, are just figures that are unlicensed. So Lim Toys went, hey, we don't have the rights to officially make anything from Red Dead Redemption 2, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the coolest fucking video game action figures you've ever seen. And that's how these guys came about. So they're actually the same figure. Both of them come with the winter look, as you can see on the right. I just was like, oh, that's really cool. I'm gonna get 2 of those so I can display both outfits, which is a problem that you will see throughout the rest of this video. Is I like to buy 2s of things. I like to double up, and it's a bit of a problem. Well, the good news is these are hot toys. The bad news is this is a perfect representation of what I was talking about, buying 2s of things. These are the exact same figures, exactly the same. There's no alternative outfit or anything. I bought 2 because I fucking love John Wick. It is my favorite film franchise. Please don't make a 5th movie and fuck it up. Yeah, I bought 2. I just put more guns on one and less guns on the other. But Hot Toys are going to be releasing a John Wick Chapter 4 updated figure in the next year or 10, whenever they get around to releasing it. So I'll probably end up selling one and getting that. I also have John Wick's dog. Continuing the trend of not hot toys, these are 3 Zeros The Walking Dead figures, which are officially licensed. I fucking love Rick Grimes. One of my favorite characters, top 6, even though really it's a top 5 plus Rick Grimes, but whatever. And the Governor, who I think is the best villain in the Walking Dead TV show, and I will fight anyone on that. I think he's better than Negan. Maybe it's because the Governor's story is during, when the show is good and not shit. But yeah, I like these figures. There's a Rick Grimes Season 7 where he's got the longer hair and the beard coming out, more iconic looking Rick Grimes. I can't wait to pick that up. I hope it's good. Okay, I've put on some spooky blue lighting for these next 2. This is Sideshow Collectibles, Michael Myers and Jason Voorhees. Look, here's the thing. Trick or Treat Studios have the license to make Halloween figures, and they do make some good ones. The head sculpts on their Michael Myers figures are better than this Sideshow one. But the rest of the figures are just like, they're so cheap. They don't come with a display base. The bodies are just like ones that you can pick up on eBay for like $10. They're like sewing in the material. It's just not that good. And like, yeah, I've owned them because I love Michael Myers and I love Halloween, but they just don't stand up in terms of quality. So that's why this is the Michael and Jason that I have. Moving on. It's probably unfair to like cheat and use like different lighting settings to make things look cooler, but this looks fucking cool. This is the Hot Toys Daredevil, finally a hot toy. Although in the back I have the So-So Toys Blind Vigilante and the So-So Toys Hero Lawyer, which are unofficial figures. They are unlicensed, but they look awesome. And as a backdrop for this Daredevil figure, I just couldn't look past them. I might try and get a close-up so you can see what they look like better. Maybe I'll even turn off the red light, even though the red light looks really cool. There you can see up the back the Blind Vigilante. I love that figure. It's also the suit that Daredevil wears in Season 3, which is Oh my god, the best season of television just ever committed to television. Oh my god. And you can see there, that is the hero lawyer, which by god, his glasses are shining bright. There we go. I'm gonna cover the light a little bit and get a better look at it. That's a great figure, man. Like, that head sculpt is so Charlie Cox. Yeah, they nailed that, and yeah, looks cool. All right, now we're moving into pure hot toys. This is the Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker and Captain Rex. Not much more to add there. They're just really good figures, and obviously Anakin Skywalker is my boy, so that's why he's there. And then Rex is also my boy. Moving on, I guess. Okay, yeah, a little bit of deja vu here. That's Anakin up the back, the exact same figure, although his armor plates are slightly different. That one I actually bought with the Stap. It's the big hover motorbike thing that he rides, and obviously that shit does not fit in here, so it's in the box. I've got Ahsoka from the Clone Wars Season 7, and also R2-D2, whose dome is metal. I probably don't need to specify. This is Darth Vader from The Empire Strikes Back. It's Darth Vader. It's Darth Vader. Although he does have a cool display base, so there you go, that's something. Oh goody, now we're entering the realm of hot toys that I spent too much money on, and I'm not going to tell anyone how much I actually spent. Variety. This is obviously Anakin Skywalker, just the regular edition. Comes with Count Dooku's lightsaber and his own. Great figure, very expensive. There's only one of him in there at the moment, because either the Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader with the split open helmet or the Attack of the Clones Anakin is going to go right in next to him. So I've just made a little space. That's Anakin. I don't know if you've noticed so far between the two Clone Wars Anakins, Darth Vader, and now this one, but I think Anakin Skywalker might be my guy. Oh, would you fucking look at that? It's Anakin Skywalker. It's also Obi-Wan Kenobi, so there's that. This is the dark side version of Anakin. This one cost even more. Yeah, we don't need to discuss that, but the only difference is his eyes. And he comes with a cool display base that doesn't fit in the cabinet, so there's no point. I've also got Obi-Wan at the back. Yeah. I can't fully capture the magnitude of what this dude looks like in the cabinet, but this is Dead Strange from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Just such a cool ending to that movie, man. When they announced this figure, I was just like, fuck, really? Like, I have to get that. That is easily the coolest part of that entire movie. And yeah, it comes with the cloak of the damned and the souls of the damned. Some of them are down the bottom there. He's got the arms on his back, but the whole cape getup, I couldn't fit into the cabinet. It's just too much. I might take out some panels one day and have this guy sort of in the middle and have the cloak going through a couple of cabinets. Maybe, but in the meantime, yeah, it's a cool looking figure. Also, I just wanted to pan down and just like appreciate the costume. Like, it is so cool. It's such a cool figure. Man, if only I had more Doctor Strange hot toys. Well, surprise, surprise, I have more Doctor Stranges. These are the exact same figure. I had to buy a second one because when I realized that they came with the third eye head sculpt, I was like, I need to have both of those in my cabinet. Even though, you know, financially, probably not the smartest move. I used to have the original Doctor Strange figure from 2017 and the Infinity War one. Those head sculpts in comparison to both of these are just like, it's just not even close. I don't know how those were the way they were and that these are as good as they are. It's ridiculous. These two are currently like my front runners, probably my favorite figures in my entire collection. Okay, so these are funny ones. They're kind of in their own section and they kind of look a little bit sad because of it. But this is the Mech Test Tony Stark reissue. It's the 2.0. This came out like last year at some point. And you know, it's great. It looks great. The one in the back is the Tony Stark team suit from Avengers Endgame, which like, it looks cool, but also you have to be a diehard Iron Man fan to be buying this because like it's impossible to pose and it's like, you know, it's kind of a generic costume. So like this figure is literally made just to milk people like me for money. You're also going to start seeing, oh yeah, okay, the rest of this collection is all Iron Man. So this is my first two Iron Men, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 more Iron Men to go. So strap in, or thanks for watching. Actually, I would like to point out that both of these come with cool accessories. Tony Stark comes with the Iron Man faceplate with all the markings and stuff on it, and the proof that Tony Stark has a heart. And the Endgame thing comes with the Mark 50 helmet that he's recording the message on at the start of Endgame. So those are cool. Okay, here we have the Mark 85 battle damage from Avengers Endgame and the Mark 47 from Spider-Man Homecoming. I love both of these guys. These are obviously part die-cast metal, so they are heavy as shit. And I don't really know why I have them together in a cabinet. I think it's just because they fit, because the display base for the 85 is a bit intrusive. That's the display base there. It takes up a lot of space, and I don't know why, but I'm just one of those people that likes to have their figures on the display bases in the cabinet. I know some people like to save space by not. And I like him. I like him. Oh, this is a new one. This is a new one, and also one of my faves. This is the Mark III from the first Iron Man. This just came out like 2 months ago, and it is so cool. It is so heavy. Once again, it's die cast, and I think it has to be the best Iron Man that I own. I'm gonna pan down and show the display base. It is so sick. There's the display base. It's Ironmonger coming out of the ground, and obviously it comes with an Iron Man helmet as well, which comes with 2 faceplates, a regular one and then a scuffed up one. I opted for the scuffed up one because it looks cool. I'm gonna bring the camera back so you can see like the scale of this figure in comparison to the 2 we just looked at. Just to get a sense of presence, this is what these guys look like next to each other in the cabinet. It's imposing, and that's kind of why I like the display bases, because when they're well done like that, they add to the figure instead of taking away. So yeah, looks cool. Moving on. I really like these guys. This is the Mark 50 from Avengers Infinity War, and the non-battle damage, the clean version of the Mark 85 from Endgame. And like, the Mark 50 cost a ridiculous amount of money when I bought it, and I have since seen it for much cheaper, which is awesome. And the Mark 85 back there was ridiculously cheap. So, you know, everything sort of balances out. Once again, die cast, once again, very heavy. Display bases aren't interesting or worth mentioning, really. On to the last 2. These 2 are very complimentary. Obviously, this is Tony Stark in the racetrack uniform from Iron Man 2, and he's holding a briefcase. What could be in that briefcase? It might be the fucking armor that's standing behind him. So these are supposed to be a complementary kind of piece. The suitcase that Tony's holding is only in the deluxe set, and this figure is designed so that you can put like a bunch of armor pieces on the top of the race suit to give it like the look that it's he's put his hands in the case and he's putting on the suit. However, all of those little plastic pieces are apparently hell on this suit and just like damage the material. And I'm like, well, I think I'll just keep him in the race suit and have the armor standing behind him. Okay, these aren't hot toys, but whatever. I just wanted to throw them in at the end. These are my 2 X Plus Godzilla statues. I love Godzilla, so I've got American Godzilla. I was gonna do the impression, but I know I'll fuck it up. And then I've got Japanese Godzilla. This is based off of his design in Godzilla The Ride, which is by the director of Godzilla -1. So it's the Godzilla -1 design, except a bit more, not as like brown and pale. That one was kind of more pale. This one's sort of a darker charcoal color. I like Godzilla, man. Okay, I'm gonna do my impression. Oh God. So yeah, that's the collection. As you can see, I've just more cultivated a collection of things that I really care about. I've got more coming. I've made space for some that I've got on order, but really just collect the things that you love. If you love them, then they're worth getting, I think. Outros are hard. Like, comment, and subscribe. Sub to the Patreon page. Listen to A Hero Story on Spotify, Audible, OnlyFans, wherever you get your podcast content. And thanks for watching. Hot Toys for Life. Sideshow is the right show. 3-0. More like 10 out of 10. Limb toys. Cost you an arm and a leg. Because limb toys.